And we're back with Shadowrun Dragonfall. Standalone expansion. Your host, as always, Insider. Where the hell were we? We were in a bar getting some contact information. The crew is bizarre. Baz is bizarre. Home of nearly 500,000 people. Yeah, we read that. But we don't know how to pronounce it because, you know, German. And German sucks, not really. Just saying that I can't pronounce it. So don't judge me. Give me a break. I didn't grow up with it. Okay. I don't want to learn it in this sparse of 5 minutes. Alright, let's see. Who can we talk to in here? Looks like there's a quest guy here. Oh, dude! Menu board. The special today is caramel soy calf. How about this guy? Jan Goldschmidt. Schmid. Sounds Jewish. Schmid. Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. The voice that comes from the man in the chair is as enormous as the owner. A deep, booming roar dripping with unrestrained mirth. A fine day for a soy calf, yes? I got a burp, but give me a sec. Hold on. I think I'm back. All right. He'll cut you off no matter what. Yes, it certainly is a beautiful day. Every day is a fine day. Every day is a fine day. Every day is a fine day. From the back of the store, the voice of the shopkeeper cuts you off. Don't mind the fool in the chair. He roars like a traumatized walrus, stewing all day in his own sweat. The man behind the bar glares at Goldschmidt, his upper lip curled in disgust. I tolerate him only because he takes his soy calf by the bucket. Goldschmidt responds with a raucous belly laugh. Apparently, he finds the shopkeeper's insults to be hilarious. Ah, Ultug, mein Freund. My friend, basically. You are as quick-witted and sharp-tongued as ever. I bow to you. He's going to cut you off again. Aren't you going to put up with this shit for blah, blah, blah? Once again, the shopkeeper cuts in. To bow to me, you would first have to vacate your chair. The shopkeeper claps his hands together, clasping them in front of his chest. I shall summon a team of determined young men and an ox to assist with the task. With luck, you'll be on your feet by nightfall. Oh, you wound me, good sir. You think I'm fat. Goldschmidt smiles upon you, his small eyes glittering. Enough of this senseless bickering. You have approached me for a reason, yes? Tell me, what can John Goldschmidt do for you? Something bad is going to happen if he doesn't stop interrupting me. Oh, I don't mind our dear Haltug. Yes, he is peevish, man. But his ire was not directed at you. Goldschmidt grins up from his overstuffed chair. I have distinction of being the sole target of Ultug's rage and derision. It is a badge that I delightly wear. Why do you put up with insults? Don't you have any pride? I put up with them because they amuse me. The fact that they amuse me infuriates my dear friend Ultug, who in turn hurls more insults. Goldschmidt raises a soy calf cup in salute. And thus the cycle continues. He is 2 years now that I've been your customer. Yes, Ultug? 2 years of soy calf and strained patience. Yes. And I remain happy, and Ultug makes money. An ideal business relationship. Sounds perfectly healthy. Take care, Jan. Goldschmidt gives you a deep nod and jowls quivering. Until next time, my friend. So let's actually talk to Ultug. The man behind the counter looks right past you and at the dog following close behind. Dante! I will fetch his water dish and perhaps a coffee for our friend here. Paul Azmet sent his regards. $5, soy calf black. Yeah, why not? The Turk looks disgusted. Very well, a soy calf. He tisks to himself. The man behind the counter has his broad smile and open demeanor of classic Turkish street vendor. Welcome, honored effendom, welcome. And how can Berzik serve you today? You'd like a cup of coffee, perhaps? Paula Amzel sends his regards. Quest objective complete. Meet with Oltug Baraksik. I wasted $5 for nothing? Go fuck yourself. When he hears Amzel's name, the Turk voice lowers and his accent becomes less exaggerated. His eyes take on a knowing look. Ah, very good. Please express to Herr Amzel my appreciation of his patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs sent to the future, I am always happy to provide. Paul was always pleased to send business your way, Herr Burzek. He was hoping you could discuss some of the details of his Green Winter's order with me. The coffee shop owner offers you a smile. Of course, Herr Amzel is too kind. Perez Juice, blah blah blah, German name, turns to his head and calls into the black room. Camille, come! A young woman bustles in front of the black room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee grinders. Barak Ghazi spits something out in rapid-fire Turkish. As you wish, Uncle. I'll see to it right away. Camille offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room that she came from. That is so disgusting. People, I just want to punch them in the fucking face. Alright. My Gurkemi is arranged to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. My chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you'd be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. I hate to trouble you. I'm embarrassed to even ask, but I would be most appreciative if you would help. I'm not your errand boy. I do a job, I get paid. Of course, Herr Burzek, it's no trouble at all. His voice lowers to nearly a whisper. The errand is simple, hardly worthy of you. I've installed a number of data taps to Berlin's fiber optic network as part of my civic duty, you understand. These taps provide free matrix access for all who live in the Cruise Bazaar. In order to maintain their, their anonymity, each tap's protocol buffer must be reset every few days. I simply wish for you to visit each data tap and reset it. Simple enough. Yes, it is. Simple job. Time consuming and a bit tedious, perhaps. But simple. Just reset the taps and come back when you're finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around this neighborhood. The first one is just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrows painted on top of it. By the time you return, I should have the information Herr Amzel requested. New objective. Flush the data taps. Dun 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 dun. Gonna do it, gonna do it. Gonna flush the data taps. Data or data? I don't care which one. He set some yellow box. No. Ah, here it is. How about that? This tap protocol buffer is now reset. Now we gotta do it to all 3 pieces, and we don't even know where all 3 are. Let's see. Is there a reason to come this way, or is it a dead end? Just a dick with you. It's a dead end, a dick with you. You dicks. A dead end, a dick with you. I would name this episode that if I wasn't being so cautious with my naming. Hi, Big Tit Chick. That's a official name. Big Tit Chick. You know, I mean, just Big Tit Chick. That's the girl with the titties who you talk to. Okay, here we go. And she jiggles them for you. Do 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 do. I can go this way, can't I? Nope. The game won't let me go this way. Look, they rendered a small piece of it up here, but they won't let you go that way. Bastards. Alright. Let's go this way. Here it is. This gotta be it, right? Right here? Yeah. It's like some public fuse box. Fuse box count 3. Ding! New objective. Return to Altic. Objective complete. Finish data tab. As you are resetting the data tab, you notice that someone has duct taped a small homemade receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. Put it in your ear. The sound of heavy machinery makes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find you can make out two distinct voices. A nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker, and a man who speaks in a high-pitched, breathy tone. XXX just heard XXXXX Monica. XXX, she's probably dead. Need to verify, blah, 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 blah. But good for us. Good for us? Oh, you tard. Listen. Sound like a conveyor belt starts. Adds to the noise of machinery. And you can't make out anything else until it comes to a stop a minute later. Think our next step? Isn't ready to make a move yet. To be patient. See who steps up. Could be some more. More conveyor belt startup. All you can hear is the sound of machinery. Some sort of motorized vehicle starts up, drowning out everything else. All bells loud again and again. It sounds like a telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut, and the noise of machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic, and the ringing stops. His woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone. Guten Tag. How may I help you? Silence. Her tone changes, becoming more businesslike. I heard. Silence. Yes, he knows. I told him it wasn't time to make a move yet. Oh, what do you think I am, an idiot? Let's see, nasal woman. This could need to meet again. This council needs to meet again. I know. Getting everything in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree to a course of action is like to be even more challenging. That sounds so annoying, but it's exactly how they describe her. Nasal woman. See? From my perspective, the cruise embargo was only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, we'll see, won't we? Yeah, I know. What could I say? Things go slow with the flock sometimes. This woman would make me want to punch her in the face if I heard her talking. You've heard the sound of a door opening again, and the cacophony of machinery lifts the tongue. You can't make out anything more. Walk away. Dun 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 dun. Don't ask. I was just feeling pretty good, but I managed to do an entirely irksome impression of a nasal woman. An impression that actually offends me. One that I wouldn't want to hear more than like once in my life. Oh look, crops. Can I get some tomatoes? Not tomatoes, mind you, but tomatoes with an ER. Tomatoes. Because, you know, that's what we do. Let's talk to this guy. Talk to him! Jeez. Altic smiles at you from behind the counter. Welcome back, honored Effendum. How may I serve you? I finished with your little trifle. Objective complete. Return to Altic. Very good. I assume you had no difficulties. Difficulties? No. One of the taps has been modified a bit, though. Someone was using it as a surveillance device. He laughs. Of course they were. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. This is Berlin, after all. In the flux. Everyone spies. If you don't spy, how will you know who is in power and who will be in power next? If you're to stay here, Effendum, you must get used to it. Who enters the Turkish baths will sweat, as my uncle, German name, always said. Nevertheless, I shall have one of my people look into it. Wait, there's more. I listened on the tap and heard someone. Might be important. His eyes closed, amused. Oh, tell me, oh listener at keyholes, what did you hear on the surveillance tap, mind you? Couldn't make out much. A nasal woman and a high-pitched man. They seemed pleased Monaco was out of the picture. His face falls. News travels fast in Berlin. These two are known to me. Is there more? The woman got a call. She talks about a council meeting tonight and to decide if they should make a move. Then she was drowned out by heavy machinery. He nods grimly. Most excellent. It is indeed fortuitous that you discovered this information, though it is not unexpected. I'll have one of my people attend this council meeting and report back. I'm very interested in this, so let me know what happens. With that out of the way, let us return to our pressing business. He barks a stream of rapid-fire Turkish, and the freaking rude-ass gum-chewing bitch comes hurrying out of the counter. Just, yeah. Look at her face, I almost slap her now because she fucking snaps gums. Ew! God, I hate that. The menu for her Amza, uncle. Like, you can just picture her fucking chewing. It's, oh, ew. Cams will hand you a folded piece of paper. Inside is a memory stick. Please extend my condolences, Tom. Your death of Fräulein Schaffer must have hit him hard. Bitch, if you weren't chewing gum, I would take you a lot more seriously. Just saying. He gives Kami a small nod, and she hurries out of the room. See, why couldn't you have a small name like Kami? K-A-M-I. Instead, you have this name like Barak Ghazi that no one could pronounce outside of Germany, Austria, maybe the late Prussia, and Turkish, you know, like just that area of the world. Although I have to admit, from the former Prussia, which is Latvia and Romania down all the way to Turkey, is a pretty big area with a lot of dialects and languages. I'm just saying that name probably is common in all those areas. Okay, anyway, please express my condolences as well. I only just heard the news. Monaco is an important part of this community. Few know how important. Hey, Altug's memory stick. Take the memory stick to Amsel. The memory stick Camille just handed you should contain all the information here Amsel required for our chef in the field. Should you require my services in the future, you know where to find me. Until then, good day. I spent $5 for no fucking reason. Give me my money back right now. Didn't even like your soy cap. It was bullshit. Some crappy shit I don't want to drink. I don't got any money and you're taking $5. Go eat a dick. I'm sorry, but I spent all the money and I got him. I bet you anything, decking's gonna be just as useless as it was in the first game, and I chose a decker just to be different. Like, I don't even like the fucking decker thing because this game has proven to me so far how useless it is. 4 times in the whole goddamn game you'll need it. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Swallow that. Hi, Iger. Shake your ass for me. This isn't the best of times. Come back later if you want to talk. You know what? Go fuck yourself. I've got nothing more to say, boss. Let's just get this run taken care of. You can hit me up again later if you want to talk. Steel Fleet, what do you need? How are you holding up? Don't worry about me, I'm solid. You sure? Okay, whatever. Good. I trust you. Expression remains neutral, but she grants you a barely perceptible nod. Talk to you later. I already did that stuff. Talk to the guy. I'm gonna fight a poochie. Look at the puppy. Like, Amsel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? Yeah, I spoke to Altug. He gave me this memory stick. Mission item removed. Mission objective complete. Let's see what his agent has to say. Amsel snatches the memory stick from your hand and slots it into his computer terminal. Basically USB drives. He navigates a series of command line menus, and in a wall of amber text floods the screen. Amsel scans it, mouthing the words as his eyes flit back and forth. Barak Ghazi's agents, German names agents, tailed Green Winters to a hotel in a cesspool of the Kais called Dorgan Kippy. It's kind of like Drug Hippie, but not really. The hotel was called the Kessel Run. Not really, it's Da Kesselhaus. It is a renovated factory nestled deep in the heart of Drug Hippie. It appears that Winters is holed up there. Recently, there was some connection between the two gangs over control of this neighborhood. Due to the gang's violence, the agents refused to follow Winters inside of the hotel, but he confirms that he is still inside. Well, what are we waiting for? Iger slings her rifle over her shoulder with a single spare motion. Gear up, people, we have a hotel to raid. Gloria and Dietrich pause, exchange a look with Pole. Just a moment, Iger. Amsel raises from his chair, drawing himself to full height. Even so, he has to crane his neck to look in her in the eye. You are an excellent soldier, and nobody questions your competence in the field. Your loyalty to this team is equally commendable. That said, we believe that Steel Fleet is the right choice to lead the team. There's a long pause before Iger speaks. When she does, her voice comes out dull and flat. What? Don't mistake a decision for a reprimand. Monica considered your contributions to the team to be invaluable. But we all know that she wasn't comfortable putting a soldier in charge. Iger speaks through clenched teeth. Her words are measured, but her expression is livid. This is unbelievable. You want to put the rookie in charge again. She shakes her head. Don't you people learn from your mistakes? Steel Fleet is the reason we're still alive, Iger. He kept us together. He let us out of there in one piece. Making him your golden boy. She sounds tired, resigned, but above all, disappointed. This is more of your flexed state idiocy at work, isn't it? Dietrich reaches out, puts his hand on her shoulder. It's what Monica believed in. Iger's voice tightens. For a moment, her control slips and her face contorts into grief. Yeah, and look what that got her. She straightens to her full height. Let me give you a piece of advice. In the field, only two things matter. The mission and survival. Everything else is a distraction. Your ridiculous politics have no place on a Shadowrun. Dietrich manages a smile. What can I say? We're German. We have a history of strong political views. Eager sighs, a tone of resignation returns to her voice. Screw it. Let's put an end to this. I've got the skills and experience to lead the team. Steel Fleet, on the other hand, was appointed by Monica as a joke. If you'd rather he take the lead, I'll abide by that. But I want to hear each of you say it. This is a waste of time. We should be out looking for green winters. You stay out of this. She stabs an armored finger. I will beat the fuck out of it. Chest hard. The moment she raises a hand to you, Dante's ears lay back, and he lets out a low growl. Reflexively, she takes half a step back. I think we've heard what Dante has to say. As for my part, Steel Fleet saved our lives back there. You may not believe it, but he did. The way I see it, that means I follow his lead a while longer. Gloria's voice is uncharacteristically gentle. I trust in Monica's judgment. Therefore, I trust in Steel Fleet's judgment. The discussion is finished, Iger. Amsel speaks softly, but his tone is firm. Steel Fleet will take Monica's place as the leader of the team. I'll do whatever it takes to keep this team and Monica's legacy alive. That includes taking your advice, Iger. He gives you a small nod. That's big for you. She looks from Dietrich to Glory to Amsel, finally down to Dante, then sighs. I don't agree with this decision, but I will respect it. She nods again, more decisively this time. Steel Fleet takes the lead then. Conversation closed. It's time to move on. We need to focus on chasing down green winters. Objective, optional. Investigate your mission, computer. How is that optional? Indeed, I've transferred the information that we received from Altog to the computer terminal in the next room. It used to be Monica's personal workstation. Steel Fleet. Now it's yours. Monica kept a variety of notes and dossiers in that machine. I would suggest reviewing her notes when you have the time. Amsel turns his attention away from you and back to his computer screen. Good hunting? I will eagerly await your return. I wouldn't suggest driving to Dragonkeep. The roads aren't safe. Take the U-Bahn, it'll be faster. Thanks for the tip, Iger. The U-Bahn it is. Iger nods and turns to check her equipment. The rest of the group disperses in turn. You now command a team of Shadowrunners. When traveling to new mission locations, you will be able to choose which members of your team to bring and modify their loadout for the run. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they will be automatically extracted for emergency medical care. They will be patched up and ready for action the next time you return from your mission safe house. Avoid the loss of firepower by always carrying some Bood Modna Trum kits into the field. These can be purchased at the Street Doc's office. Yes. Yes, I know. Fine, let's go to this terminal. Is this terminal? Terminal! There you go. Optional. Complete. Your workstation and mission computer. The command center for your team's operations, and your last link to the memory of Monica Schaffer. Her thoughts and words live on in the machine. At times, it's easy to forget that she's gone. The cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu fill the screen. A blinking message in the upper right corner notifies you that you have 0 unread messages. Well, if I check my inbox for messages, I'm not going to have any. Read your old messages. Hello, Ace. Screen flickers to life, and Monica's face appears, her hands on her hips, and she's wearing a wry smile. Hi, Ace. If you're reading this, it means that I've either died or stepped down. Hopefully the latter, but probably the former. Not many Shadowrunners make the retirement age. In any case, I'm sure that you'll do a fine job in the role. If you need anything, talk to Paul. He's a good man. And he knows how important it is to me that you take my place. One last thing, Ace. Edgar might cause you some problems. In fact, I think it's a fair bet that she already has. Just remember, she brings something to the team that nobody else does. You will want her on your side. My advice to you is this. Hold your own with her. If she pushes you, push back. Don't try to butter her up with flattery. She'll see right through it. Most of all, do what you can to earn her respect. She'll never be satisfied following you if you don't give her a better reason than because Monica said so. I have faith in you, Ace. It's up to you to justify that faith. She half turns away from the camera, then returns her attention to you. The image is uncannily lifelike. Oh, and by the way, Ace, if you botch this, I'm coming back to haunting your ass. I mean that. Message ends and the image fades. You find yourself back at your inbox. Open the job directories. View all pending and objective jobs. Back to root. Review notes and completed jobs. Access the Shadowlands bulletin board. BBS. Search BBS for relevant keywords. Topic: matching local keywords. Killer in Seattle. Anyone else reading about this? City got a Lone Star contract and they can't catch the guy. This Emerald City Ripper has been on a spree and so far no one has a clue. Pathetic. If someone like that happened in my block, some vigilantes would have tracked him down and stopped him. Shows how good state payroll cops are. This happens at the same time as the previous game. Who says it's a he? They don't have any leads. Haha, I'll be in Seattle next week. Forward. Any of you hear about this Ripper? And I'll see it taking him out for a date with my Walther MH100. I'm sure Lone Star will have a fat reward waiting for whoever blasts this goon. Who is Bloods? I think that's the name. I'm still recovering the logs. This hot dogger just trashed my land, Dread hosting server. Sounds like some kid pissed over his cartoons getting cancelled. Left a bunch of garbage files all over my disk, and I'll be cleaning them up all day. They should make you pass a dumbass test before you are allowed to deck into this town. They should make you pass a dumbass test before you're allowed to deck in this town. I should pass a dumbass test before I can read to you the damn dialogue. Step up your security. Write some white IC programs if you can. At least make the kid's hair stand on end for a few hours next time he tries it. Just make sure that your IC is quick. Heavy hitting IC is no good if it can't catch up with an intruder. A fact that I take advantage of on a regular basis. Always running, AZW? This smiling bandit strikes again, ha ha ha. Like clockwork. If you two are finished, I did have ice on the thing. Track the hole down. Grocery store across the street was piggybacking on my land, and they left an unsecured jack point in the bathroom stall. Old as hell maintenance jack in a fuse box, and my security ignored it. Mystery solved. Shadowland isn't your personal tech support board, Lumens. Glad to see you fixed your own problem. Only way you're gonna learn. No more posts on this thread. Post pay data for sale. Attach data to escrow account. Data will be automatically sold to the highest bidder. Both parties will remain anonymous throughout transaction. Post the antiquities delivery schedule. Mission item removed. Pay data. Antiquities. Delivery schedule. Posting will remain active for 2 days. Shadowrun connection established successfully. Link strength 100%. Spoofing 1. Group info null anon. Welcome to Shadowlands. I already posted the pay data for sale. Go back. The cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu fill the screen. A blinking message in the upper right corner notifies you that you have 0 unread messages. Access Monica Team's personnel files. Jasmine, Paul, Deirdre, Glory, Iger, Steelfleet. Watch Monica's entry. The image of Monica appeals on the screen. Appeals. Yes, appeals. It appeals to you. Yes. Paul, talented and well-connected fixer, will contact all over Berlin. She pauses for a moment. He's more to me than that, of course. But that's neither here nor there. The image winks back on the screen. You find yourself back at the menu. Monica's entry on Dietrich's. The image of Monica winks on the screen. Dietrich, one of my dearest friends and a shaman of tremendous power. Good man to have at your side in a fight. I tend to use Dietrich as a support role. His magic can dramatically bolster the combat effectiveness of a frontline fighter like Edgar or Glory. When the chips are down, he's more than capable of dishing out punishment on his own. Can't think of much else to say about Dietrich. Just a good, reliable guy. She pauses for a moment. When she speaks again, you can hear a hint of guilt in her voice. He's getting a little long in the tooth for a Shadowrunner. I'm not sure how many more years he has ahead of him in this game, but I'm happy to run with him for as long as he's able. We'll see, I suppose. Glory. Glory, our damage enigma. I've known her for almost 5 years now, but I don't think that I'll ever really know her. Somehow, I doubt anyone will. On an operational level, Glory is solid. That chrome of hers may be old, but it gets the job done. I've seen her take a troll apart with her hand razors, and when her adrenaline pump is running, she moves faster than anyone I've ever seen. On top of all that, Glory is a competent field medic. I don't know where she learned medicine. Yet another question mark. She's patched me up at least a dozen times. Between her skill with a med kit and Dietrich's magic, we haven't had much trouble with serious injuries, and in our line of work, that's a luxury. She pauses for a moment, then shrugs. Really is all I know about Glory. She keeps to herself, barely talks, and spends most of her off time staring at nothing. I've seen this kind of behavior before, of course. Something bad happened in her past. Deep down, I think she's still running from it, and I'm sure that her cyberware ties into it somehow. I don't know, maybe someday she'll open up to me. I'd like to think that she will. We'll see, I suppose. Iger. What's to say about Iger? She's smart, she's strong, she's one hell of a soldier. In a close-up fight, I've seen her take apart an entire security team with her shotgun, and she's even more dangerous at range. It's a handy thing, having a trained sniper on the team. All in all, we enjoy a hell of an advantage thanks to her. Unfortunately, there are some disadvantages too. All of that military training has left her, how do I say, rigid, I suppose? Unlike the others, Iger isn't content to go with the flow. She wants lists and maps and timetables. She wants a hierarchy, and she wants it formalized. I don't think that she realizes it, but giving her what she wants would destroy this team. Glory and Dietrich wouldn't put up with it for me. I can't read! Glory and Dietrich wouldn't put up with it for more than a day or two. I know that I wouldn't, but she keeps on pushing all the same. Monica shakes her head. One of these days, the situation is going to come to a head. I just hope that she doesn't happen soon. On Steelfleet. Steelfleet, my secret weapon. I've run enough with Steelfleet to know that he's trustworthy. Good in a fight too, but beyond all that, it's good to just see him again. There aren't many people left in the old days. There aren't many people left from the old days. Far too few. And Steelfleet, she smiles. Well, he's always the best of them. She takes a deep breath and shakes her head with a sigh. God, that was sappy. Mental note, re-record this before Steelfleet gets a chance to see it. At any rate, If anything happened to me, it's good to know that he'll be on hand to fill my shoes. It's not what Iger would want, but it's what would be best for the team. Walk away. Dude, she totally wanted the D. She wanted the D, and I couldn't give it to her because she's dead now. I'm just saying. If I was a chick, she'd still want the D. It's called strap-ons. I'm telling you. She's hot for me. She knows it. And I could be a chick. I could be a chick because, you know, reasons. I could have easily picked it as part of the game mechanics. It wouldn't have mattered at all. Nothing else I can do here. Time to get my ass on this train and leave. Assemble a team and travel to Das Kesselhaus Hotel. Okay, come on. Load. It's time to load. Magical healing can only heal the most recent rune that a character has received. Das Kesselhaus Hotel and Nightclub. Crown Jewel of Dog and Kippy. The filthiest Kais in Berlin. Opening the door to the ground level dance club is like bashing your head into a wall of sound. Flashing lights stab your eyes, and the air is perfumed with cheap synthol, basically alcohol, and an engine grease. Everything in here is cranked up to 11. A playground for the numb. Green Winters is somewhere in this building. You still yourself for this sensory assault and step inside. The team makes a quick check of their weapons and follows you into Das Kesselhaus. Well, I can equip this somehow. I mean, it doesn't even give me the ability to equip anything I've bought in my cyberware. Like, see, I have erosion and I can equip it, but it doesn't let me pull it into mustache. This is bullshit. Okay, well, I said revert, and then I said instash, and then dex, all weapons, drones. I mean, so buying this shit's pointless because I can't put it in my cyber deck? I mean, seriously, like, how? Like, isn't there supposed to be another bar here? Or do they not flesh out decking like they did in the first game? So decking is pointless, and I'm just totally gimping my entire experience by picking a decker. I think I am. I think decking is pointless in this whole fucking game. At most, it's going to get you like $3 grand more the entire campaign. I'm sorry, I'm just still salty over the last goddamn game, where it's like decking's half of Shadowrun, and it was so minimal in the game, it might as well not even existed. It felt like it was tacked on at the last. Okay, you know what? Forget it. Obviously, I can't do anything with this. I can't. Look. It doesn't do anything. You know? I have space for 4 programs, and I can't install any of it. You know? Apparently, you can equip. I think you're going to have these Shadowruns for the entire game. So it makes sense to equip them whenever you can. I get it. Which is fine. Just good. We're a team. That's actually better than the first game, where you had guest characters come in and out. Whatever. Confirm. Dress, Castle Club, House Club, and Hotel. Last known location of Monica's client. Bouncer. The troll working the door might be the shortest you've ever seen, and the thickest. Despite the pounding music and the writhing bodies, his face is buried in a comic book. He looks Asian. He looks up. Give you a cursory once-over in size. Welcome to the Das Kesselhaus, now under new management. Again. There's no cover. Just go on and get your fix. That's Kroner at the bar over there. He'll take care of you. Buries his nose back in his comic book while tapping a meaty thumb on the black plastic slug from his belt. High-powered stun gun. Just play nice, or you'll meet Arzep. Have fun. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you know him. He kept his nose in his comic book. I doubt it. The place is filled with interesting people just dying to meet you, so go get him. His name is Green Winters. Know him? No. Puts down his comic and his voice shows slows to a crawl. He makes a point of enunciating each word. I point people to the bar. If someone starts trouble, I give them a taste of Erzap. That's it. That's all I do. New objective. Find a way to access the hotel area. I should have said I want a room. Should have said that. Anyway, we're going to do that next time. It's over 40 minutes, and I don't want to bore you guys too much. And oh my god, cutscene. The music out here on the floor is way too loud for comfort. The scene going down at the bar is even louder. The dealer on duty stands impassively behind the bar. A desperate-looking young woman is pleading with him, apparently to little effect. Alright, Silky, I'm going to explain how this works to you one more time. I get my cash, and you get your cram. No cash, no cram. Period. But I need it, Kroner. Come on. Her words come out in a desperate whine. Pale skin, sunken eyes, and a trembling lip all point to the early symptoms of withdrawal. And I have cash? I totally do. It's up in my room. But you guys won't let me up there to get it. Hotel's under new management, beautiful. You don't have a room anymore. Whatever was up there, you might as well forget about it. But that was all I had. And I have to get right soon. Well, maybe we could work out a trade. Cram for service. Service? Understanding slowly shows in the young woman's face. Her eyes go wide. Come on, Chrono, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Do you want the cram or not? This guy looks like the human version of the elf avatar of the dude you saw towards the end of the last game. She sets her jaw, a look of disgust on her pallid face. That ain't gonna happen, chummer. Not now. Not ever. Bartender shrugs. I give you about half an hour before the shakes set in. When that happens, you know where to find me. He turns to another customer with a smirk, leaving the desperate young woman crumpled against the bar. And that, as they say, is that. Time to start a new episode and time to end this one. I will save the game and we will start a new episode next time. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.